Yes.
So specifically, how do you work in the falls? Were you in one of the barrels that went over it?
Yeah, I wish. That was actually something I thought I might want to do one day when I was little. Yeah. Yeah, I'm that guy. I like to chase the adrenaline. But, I mean, you're a bit of a... I know you windsurf. Do you do that in open water, or is that something you do on a lake, or...?
Both. You windsurf where the wind blows and where it's wet.
Yeah.
And I no longer windsurf. Does anybody in here follow the evolution of windsurfing? We got one in the back. Well, windsurfing, when you get good at windsurfing, what you want to do is be in the air. You want to be off, you want to jump, you want to get going as fast as you can and just in the sky with the biggest ramp that you can hit. And the best ramps are like an almost breaking wave, so that gets a little bit dicey. And then when you're in the air and you have maximum speed, all is good. And then your craft starts to lose speed, and it all goes to shit. So you've got no aerodynamics, you got no control. I have landed so hard that my mast bent and broke in half, just from the impact, just snap. And I've landed so hard that my feet have gone through the fiberglass of the deck.
Well, what kind of air do you catch
You're lucky to get more than 10 feet. Probably the biggest jumps, maybe 20 feet, and that's, if you go off a 10-foot wave and maybe you get another 10 feet, for a moment you're at 20 feet, and then hopefully you're landing gently on the backside of the next wave. So you can see that wave jumping with the windsurfing board is a dicey proposition. Then came kites. Now with kites, getting in the air almost happens it can happen by accident. When you turn the kite and come the other way, when it comes up above and generates maximum lift and the kite gets hit by the wind, it picks you right off the water. But it sets you down like you're on a parachute. So I kite surf for a while, and you satisfy your lust for air. Part of what satisfies the lust for air is some really hairy wipeouts. About 10 years ago, foils got attached to the kite surfing boards. Are you guys familiar with the kite? Okay, everybody, right now, get your phones out and Google kite foiling. And then the kites, somebody figured out how to modify the kite a little bit, and it became a wing, an inflatable wing that you hold like a windsurfing sail, and it behaves as if it was a windsurfing sail, but you also raise it over your head, and now it's a wing. And so in windsurfing, you could not detach the sail. So that's why it lost most of its aerodynamic properties as it lost speed. But now with the wing, when it's over your head, you've got basically the same sort of parachute properties that you have when you had the kite. And with the hydrofoil, the wild thing is the harder the wind blows, the slower you can go, because the wing is lifting that much more of your weight. So I'm a wing foiler now. So I'm no longer, to answer your question, I am no longer a windsurfer.